What's good, everybody? It is your girl, Tika Deshawn of All Things Ruthless, home of the Ruthless Addicts, here to give you guys the latest recap of Tyler Perry's The Oval, Season 5, Episode 12, Who's Playing Who? And the description reads as follows. Who's playing who? When Hunter's eyes are open to the truth, he goes into self-preservation mode and begins to weed out those who can't be trusted. Richard gives Nancy no choice but to face her wrongdoings. All right, y'all. What's good, everybody? It is your girl, Tika Deshawn of All Things Ruthless, home of the Ruthless Addicts, here to give you guys another recap, y'all. This episode of The Oval was absolutely crazy. Who's doing who wrong? Like, who, oh my God, there was just so much who's playing who. So with that being said, we saw a moment where Eli and Victoria got caught. Hunter caught them in the act and he was like, what the hell? But they didn't deny anything. They just played it to the fact that, oh, you're stupid. And he's like, oh, so this was your plan all along? You were planning to, take me out, get me in presidency, or use me to get into the White House so that this fool can become the president. And yes, that was absolutely exactly their plan. Hunter's no dummy. I keep saying this. Hunter is no dummy. He's no fool to the game. He knows what's up. Now he's just got to figure out how to get himself out of this situation. And he has an idea in mind. But first, he's still on his mission to find out who attempted to unalive him. And the fact that Victoria is messing with Eli makes sense. It's making sense. It's putting two and two together. So then we're going to see a moment where Alan is at Donald's office, and Donald is telling Alan, he's like hyping him up. You're doing really well. I think you're becoming one of us and one of the good guys. And I'm like, I think he's giving him this speech because he knows that some trouble is about to come down the pipeline and he don't want to have no parts of it, y'all. But I'm here for it all. Donald is going to get what Donald deserves, y'all. Just stay tuned. So then we see a moment where Hunter walks into Donald's office and lets Donald know, did you know Victoria, or ask him, did you know that Victoria and Eli were messing around? And of course, Donald played the whole thing off as if he had no idea that it was true. And basically, Hunter's been he done told everybody, F around to find out. You're going to get to see the real Hunter. I got something for you, Victoria, as well as Eli. So then we're going to see. We finally get to eat off the plate of Richard, y'all. Plate of Richard. And I'm absolutely here for it all. Check out my video on TikTok that I somewhat reacted to this entire scene at Tika Deshawn for real. But anyway, you guys, yes, Nancy was there. The father was there, Clarence. They were both there at the table, and Richard was just saying, so you want to tell me how long you been effing my wife, or when was you gonna tell me you was effing my wife? Like, Daddy was like shocked, and so he was there to lie, deny, until Richard had to say that Nancy had already told him what happened, and that the only reason that y'all stopped was because Mama caught them. Listen, I didn't know the Mama knew too, and dang, Mama left Richard out too. I don't know if Mama's still alive or not, but dang, nobody told Richard what was going on. Man, the secrets we keep. But Richard goes on this rant, and he lets Nancy know that she ain't nothing but a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So this is the moment where we see that Nancy, she slaps Richard because now he's out of line. Now you calling me out of my name. And that's just one thing I'm not going to tolerate. I can tolerate you scolding me and talking down to me, but I will not tolerate you cursing or calling me out my name. So anyway, you guys, of course, Daddy is at the table. He's all defensive. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way. I'm your father. Bruh, you should have thought about that as we laid with this man's wife. You didn't think that far ahead, okay? So moving on along, these people got caught, and Richard's letting Nancy know, look, it's over. I don't want to have anything to do with you. My daddy, he can go on too. Y'all can have each other. Y'all are two effed up people, and y'all are made for each other. Oh my God, trouble in this house. That's all I can say, y'all. So then we are at Lily and Donald's home, where we see that Helen Heller Brian, the police officer, she sees that he is there. He's handcuffed and kneeled down on the floor and has this big old gash on the side of his head, and he's bleeding. And so she asked him, does he want something to drink? And she, they didn't have a moment where she said something. They say something to each other in Espanol, and I don't know what it meant, but I do think she was saying, like, get ready, I'm about to knock this fool out, because that's exactly what she did. She picked up a bottle or a vase or something and literally smashed the agent over there on his right hand side and knocked him the F out. And this is the moment where Lily was able to free her man, and help him escape. She told him to take the other car. It's not a government car, and it's not marked, it's not tracked or anything, so they won't be able to find you. Take your little girl and just go. Do not come back. So then we see Hunter, and he is talking to Antonio and Kareem. And listen, Antonio is not holding back. He said, I got these drugs from a DEA agent, and I was messing around with his wife, and he said that he was getting a phone call from the White House and asking for drugs, and that it had to be laced with fentanyl. Like, he was telling it all. And Hunter says, okay, thank you, Antonio. Did Kareem have anything to do with the fentanyl? And of course, Kareem's cousin is he's like, no, he didn't have anything to do with it. He saved him. I don't know how long, if this is going to extend their lifeline, but for now they live to fight another day. And Hunter's gonna go he's sending for the wife of that DEA agent, Griffin. So good luck to Griffin. I hate it for you, bruh. You about to find out Hunter's not playing with y'all. So anyway, Sam runs into this agent, and he's asking, why is everybody running around? Why we on code green? Well, Sam is a smart little dude. Y'all, they call Sam this short little dude, short little man, short little this, short little that. Well, this short little dude, short little man is super intelligent. He has planted a burner phone in the White House so that all the agents can be occupied and run around thinking that they are looking for Jason. How brilliant is that? Because they thought that Jason was there in the White House, and now everybody's running around preoccupied looking for Jason, and so that is their way to make other moves. He also speaks with Max and lets Max know what's going on. So Max calls Bobby and is like, hey, we need to meet up at this particular spot. And he's like, is Sam gonna be there? Of course Sam is gonna be there, but we need to meet up at this particular spot. Just do what you gotta do to get there. So then we see this agent, like we was talking about this during the live with VKJTV and our kind of entertainment. We were talking about this agent, or this guy, trying to figure out who he was, and just like I thought, he is an agent. He's one of the Secret Service members who is tasked to stop Victoria from walking into the office of the president. And I hate it for you, bruh. Hate it for you. But I absolutely love this moment where we got to see Victoria. Now, she thought she was just going to debo her way into the office, but they literally put her on the floor. That same floor that she had Simone kneeling on, she had to lay down face first, tail up. That's all I'm saying. And I was absolutely here for it all. Dang, how you get kicked out of your own quarters? Like, how you get kicked out of your own living quarters? Hunter has literally kicked Victoria out of the house, and I'm absolutely here for it all, y'all. So then, you guys, we get to see a moment where the FBI agents are there, and they are trying to. So listen, I thought they were going to literally offer him protective custody. I thought they were going to offer Dale protective custody, but what they're actually offering or requesting of him is that he goes to Kyle's home to get more information. Like, why would you put this man in this situation? I thought Dale would be stupid enough to make a dumb decision, but I think right now he's absolutely thinking smart. Now, whether or not he'll continue and stick with his decision. I'm not quite sure, but Alan is there. It's like, yeah, you'll be fine. Just go ahead and do it. And like Della's like, nah, man, I don't want to do that. So anyway, you guys, we see a moment where this young buck has picked up the phone and has called his father, accusing him of trying to unalive him, and he's saying this is not my fault. I didn't have anything to do with this, and basically letting him know it was Victoria, but I need you. So Hunter is not stupid. He knows that with the life of Jason, he definitely needs Jason so that he can take Victoria down. But everybody is looking for Jason. Jason is now a hot commodity. Everybody's looking for Jason so that they can take Hunter and Victoria down together. And now added to the bunch is going to be Eli. So Jason is not hearing it. He's not here for it. He's not listening to anything that Hunter is saying. He feels like Hunter is trying to unalive him as well. Hopefully someone will speak some common sense into him. I don't know if they will be able to, but I hope that somebody will. But then again, is he really safe with Hunter? I don't know. I don't really think so. So then you guys, that was the end of the episode. There's a few moments that we talked about over in the live, and I thought about it. They were saying why was Jason there getting tackled during the same time that Nancy was getting snatched up by somebody. Well, I think, and this is just my prediction, my speculation, I think that Jason has made his way somehow, some shape, form, or fashion over to Richard's home. Not because he's trying to snatch up Nancy, but because he's actually there to try to get some help from Richard, and ends up getting snatched up, or they plot and plan. This has something to do with Sam. They plot and plan, and they send Jason to Richard's home, telling him he's going to be safe if he goes there. And they end up snatching him up so that they can take him and put him somewhere safe. Now, why Nancy is snatched up, I'm not quite sure yet. Still trying to figure that out. But that was the end of the episode, you guys. That is just one of my predictions. That's just something that I'm thinking about that will happen in the future. We're going to see a moment where Donald and basically Donald is telling Kyle, look, get your stuff together now because they're going to try to shut us down. And then we're going to see these two preparing to go. I think these two are going to be preparing to go to that warehouse, that Sam and Max. And then we're going to see a moment where Simone, this is coming up on the next episode, by the way, you guys. So we're going to see Simone, and she's on the phone with Priscilla, and Priscilla's like, girl, your man just got caught messing around with Victoria. Victoria got kicked out of the White House quarters, and now she's about to go down to the dungeon. She's been threatening with getting tased. Like, it's going down. It's going down. And Simone is definitely going to be hurt. And I think after that is the moment where Simone is going to try to make her move on Bobby. Like, legit make her move on Bobby. But then we're also going to see a moment where the DEA agent's wife, who's accused of basically poisoning the President Hunter. The wife is going to be there, DEA agent Griffin. His wife is going to be there, and they're going to have a conversation. She's going to have a conversation with the president. She's going to confirm literally everything that Antonio said. And oh my God, it is going down on next episode, episode 13 of the OVAL from season 5. And I'm here for it all. Okay. All right, you guys, that's it. That was the end of the episode. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm going to put that video up for the members. The members will get to view that video first, and then maybe I'll put it up for everybody else. But my members, they got priority, so shout out to them for becoming members of your girl Tika Deshawn at All Things Ruthless, home of the Ruthless Addicts channel. Okay, all right, you guys, that's about it. Thank you so much, and you already know, stay ruthless.